Okay, this is not much of a rant video, but if you're watching this right now, you know that I have Hearthstone footage to pass the time. And this won't be long, because the rest of it will just me unpacking my Hearthstone packs that I had for quite some time. So, yeah. I am Mega Man NG, and this is pretty much my YouTube rant. And it's been something that's been biting at me for some time, and I need to get a lot of it off my chest, because let's face it, YouTube just continues to get worse, and it continues to get worse and worse, and at the end, that's what happens when YouTube has no competition. Without competition, YouTube could do whatever the heck it wants without any consequences whatsoever. In fact, I have a lot of topics that I wanted to talk about on my rant explaining my reasoning. Now, the first one being that the many changes over the years that do more harm than good on YouTube. So, yeah, if you guys know, I've been on YouTube for 12 years. 12 years is a long time, and a long time meaning that I could pretty much put a lot of work in without any issues. What can you do at least? Because 12 years is pretty long. Normally, any other creator who put a lot of time into 12 years would either be well known or famous or have moved on. Me, I still keep going because it's something I gotta do. Plus, it's my job, because I still haven't found one as of yet. And I know somebody's gonna say to me, why haven't you found a job yet? Well, maybe because I'm trying, and I still am to this day. Heck, I've applied at Amazon. I'm hoping to get something in. So yeah, there have been many changes over the years that have done a lot more harm than good. And when I meant harm, I meant things that YouTube pretty much removed for one dumb reason over another. If you guys remember, YouTube has been a very different place. Back then, it was like a really fun site. Not as bad, but it was fun because you had like channels that actually have a sense of identity. You have these features such as messaging, letting people know the, I don't know, what's the word for it? Oh yeah, bulletin boards. YouTube used to have bulletin boards where you can pretty much let people know, let your subscribers know what's been happening and all that. There's also the matter that you could provide video responses, and they used to have that feature before taken away. You could also message other creators. You can also send friend requests to creators. It was a very different place that sadly is not the same as it used to be anymore. I mean, yeah, but the website pretty much got rid of all these good features because for one reason or another, people thought that they were unnecessary. But for many of us, it was our way to express ourselves to others. And they were all pretty useful features. And it makes me sad that they got rid of them. They got rid of them so that way YouTube could implement stuff that wasn't good. Not to mention the changing of the layouts, and we've had numerous layout changes over the years. Currently, we're one that is what we have right now, and the only reason why is because to fit mobile. Since many of us now watch YouTube on mobile, yeah, that's why. And that alone gets me really disappointed because I kind of like the previous layouts. And the previous layouts, like I said, offer a sense of identity. It gets the viewers addicted. I mean, it gets them intrigued, and you want to know what they're doing and what they're up to. And that to me makes me feel pretty happy with that. But hey, I'm not one to judge on that because I was a big fan of it because people would be like relying on artists and they would build some of the greatest background layouts ever. And like I said, it gives it a sense of identity. But now that they got rid of all that to replace something that many of us don't like, it's just gut-wrenching. It really is gut-wrenching. It really is gut-wrenching to see YouTube as it is now, and it doesn't help that all these other changes make it worse. And yeah, there were a lot of many changes. Another one being that it's algorithm. The algorithm has been continuously changing, and as such, many creators are being affected by it severely. Like, for example, like, sometimes your videos would actually do well and they would actually help your channel grow, but then next thing you know, YouTube changes their algorithm a bit to favor something else and your YouTube views drop. Whatever happened to having an algorithm that's consistent? Because, I mean, I know that some people will take advantage of the algorithm change to find ways around it, but the fact that it affects everyone just really sucks. And that alone just makes me mad, because in the 12 years I've been on this website, I had to endure so much that just drove me mad. It really did drive me mad, because let's face it, no matter how much you put your hard work into it, even though you provide proper tagging and whatnot, it just really, really hurts that your work ends up becoming lost in the shuffle. And that is what's been happening recently, because recently I've been hearing from some people that some of their older videos are being removed from the search results, and that in turn causes drops in views. I mean, it could be because of the ever-changing algorithm, but personally, in my opinion, YouTube should just leave well enough alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, but yet they continue to fix it until it's already broken, and that alone gets me, like, really peeved. It really does, because I really do like YouTube a lot, but I also hate it because of the many things that they occur, and the algorithm is no exception. Doesn't help that they always have to change it to favor what they want, and that alone gets me mad. I mean, seriously. Sure, my reasoning for this is pretty crappy, but I'm trying to explain my feelings in a civilized manner without ranting and yelling like an idiot. The other bigger issue is the content/copyright ID, and it's been this way since 2013 during the holidays when YouTube decided to flip the switch and activate their content ID system, and it was like way too soon. And many of us creators, instead of having to like enjoy the holidays, have to deal with this. I sadly was an unfortunate circumstance, since I was also affected. Let's also not forget the Nintendo being a factor. Nintendo claiming every single video that they provide just so they can make money. Mostly because Nintendo is pretty old-fashioned and they don't want to get with the times. If they wanted to, they could just pretty much take down every video of, well, rather, every video that covers their products. This is a reason why many creators decided to just boycott Nintendo and decided, no, we're not going to be doing, creators are not going to be doing Nintendo-related content anymore. Even to the point where some people actually have hate boners. I don't know why, but I find it to be messed up. It really is messed up in more ways than one. I just find it really, really stupid. I find it dumb, but at the same time, yeah, YouTube does give us the opportunity to pretty much dispute them. Sometimes we succeed in some instances, other times we don't, and we have to make appeals. And if they deny it again, copyright strike. It's a reason why many creators have to endure this garbage. Even bigger creators are not immune to it. And yes, I am a managed partner, as you know, and as a managed partner, I don't have to worry about automated claims. But manual claims are the problem, and manual claims can affect everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how big it is. That's one of the reasons why I stopped reviewing The Flash, because of WBTV keeps claiming my reviews, and I have to dispute them, and they are a massive pain in the butt. Sometimes I'm able to sometimes I'm able to win and succeed in it, and other times I don't. And when in the times that I don't, it just really, really hurts. It really does, because your hard work, and you don't make much money regardless, and yet they get to take it. But thankfully, YouTube is implementing a better system, so that way it can actually be easier. And let's also not forget the demonetization. Because yeah, this happened last year when pretty much YouTube was under a stir of controversy. Controversy because their ads were being, or rather in this case, ads were being placed on offensive content, and many big name companies kind of took notice, and they kind of started boycotting the website, which caused YouTube to lose a lot of money. Hence why they implemented a system, a demonetization system that's too soon. Hence why if you notice, if your video ends up with yellow, that means you only have limited or no ads. And they also implemented the YouTube Red / YouTube Premium. And YouTube Premium does offer a lot of interesting content and stuff, like Cobra Kai. However, as far as that goes, I feel it's not enough. Although they do say that 100% of all ad revenue by YouTube Premium goes to the users. And it's nice that they are helping us. But at the same time, they shouldn't be implementing it to begin with, and YouTube became lax. And that, to me, is just another example of what's wrong with the website. They got lax, they got lazy, and they didn't realize it until too late, hence why they were in a rush to implement a system just to please advertisers. If advertisers had their way, they probably wouldn't come back, and YouTube would be in financial trouble, even though they were backed by Google. And speaking of Google, Google Plus. Google Plus was something that force-fed down our throats years back, and truthfully, every single one of us hated it. I'm really happy it's going to be shut down by the end of next year, though I wish personally they should have never implemented it to begin with. They should have never done that from the start, because I kind of like the old commenting system. Now, with the new commenting system, you can just make like tons of words on like thousands of paragraphs and sentences, and it would just be like a mess. That's why it sometimes will be marked by spam. And spam's also another factor, and yet YouTube can't even do that. Sometimes they do, and other times they don't, and it kind of upsets me. So the last one I want to talk about is pretty much everything else. And everything else has just been bad. Recently, yeah, YouTube has been having a bit of issues. Most cases, the notifications, sometimes when you click the bell, you would always be notified of uploads, but sometimes they don't actually work. And when that happens, people can get, especially creators, can get really upset and wondering what's going on. Why are my views down? Well, there's your reason. There's your reason for why views are down, because YouTube keeps screwing things up. And with notifications not working, subscribers are not aware, and creators have every right to be peeved about it. Sometimes they do work, but other times they don't. And when they don't, it just hurts. It really is, because after 12 years, I have to wonder, how long will it take before YouTube screws something up even more? Because most recently, they decided to remove away stuff that people obviously don't need. But they only did this because they decided to simply bury it, to give it the excuse that people don't need it. That's on them, because YouTube really screwed up. They removed the messaging system where people could send messages. They did it by pretty much burying it and having it like on the dashboard or going to the About section. The channel layout, the OneChannel, I really don't like. And even though I've adjusted it by now, it just feels awful. It really messed up. Let's also not forget that they've also removed other things. They also removed like cards. They also removed annotations. They removed a lot of things that make YouTube good, but now they replaced it with stuff they don't like. Although the end cards thing I do like a lot, I really do. But everything else was just a step backwards, and that to me is the biggest problem. I could go on and on about this, but you kind of get the idea. Me ranting about it because, well, I need to get it off my chest because I hate how YouTube is recently. Especially with the fact that my channel's views have already dropped a lot. Not by much, but by a lot. I am a guy with big aspirations and big dreams. But the fact that I'm fighting against the website that can do whatever it wants without consequence really does hurt. And it's not just me, but everybody as well. And it's one of the biggest problems that I have with it. I only wish something can be done, because if not, YouTube's going to keep on making it worse for everybody. I don't know how long that will take, but if we ever do get a competitor that could actually rival YouTube, like with what probably Amazon will be doing, YouTube will pretty much have a run for its money. There used to be a website called VidMe, and I really like to upload on that site. However, sadly, that website has been shut down, and I miss it. If any of you who have a VidMe account, raise up and tell me if you missed the site, because I know I did. Yeah, this is not much of a rant, but this is how I really feel right now. And I've been trying my hardest to let people know, to make sure to be notified of everything I do. That's why I always say that please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click the bell to be notified. I always do it at the end of every video because I'm trying to do whatever I can to keep my channel going. And I'm not going to deny it. What happened back then nearly killed my channel. But I was lucky enough to survive through it. However, I'm on borrowed time. And I don't really care what happens to me. Once I find a job and stuff like that, I'm going to end up kissing this website goodbye, or just have it as a hobby again, because honestly, I wish I had it as a hobby when I was in college. It would have actually meant something to me. But hey, I'm not one to judge, so what can you do? Yeah, that's pretty much it from my rants. It's not much, but hey, I tried. I didn't want to be all angry and ranty and whatnot, because it wouldn't be right. I wanted to do it in a civilized manner that would make sense. You guys will be getting more Recoded tomorrow, as well as a little something I got up my sleeves. So I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of me unpacking my Hearthstone pack, since, yeah, I did get some legendaries out of it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to hit the like button. It really does mean a lot to me. If not, tell me why. Feel free to downvote if you want. I'm not going to judge you or anything like that. If you don't like my rant, I tried. I really did try. But I don't want to act like a childish, desperate brat. What can you do? This is Mega Man NJ signing off. Peace out, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and more importantly, click on the bell. Doing all of it helps me out. And one other thing, you guys know I have a Patreon, right? You can always support me there, and all it takes is $1 a month. All of it really does help me out. Hence why, because of the drop in ad revenue, I have to need a secondary income. It's not much, but at least I'm thankful to all of them that do help me. Alright, I'm already done here. Alright, see ya!
golden comment. Rare. Rant.